Welcome to my first video in Out of Ore, the craziest mining game that I've ever seen. There's so much stuff that can be done here, it's mind-boggling. But this is my first video in this game, and we'll see how it goes. I am starting in this giant rock quarry, and if you look up in the upper corner, I have zero money, and all I have is an axe. So I'm going to try to do a start from scratch and see if we can see how much money I can make before I get bored, basically. So, first thing I got to do is some money, and the only way I can do that is by cutting down wood, because I don't have a shovel to shovel this dirt, and that would absolutely take me forever, and I value my sanity, because dirt is not worth any money. It's worth money, but nothing, not unless you're moving tons and tons and tons of it, and I can't move that. So I'm going to begin with cutting down some trees. Let me get my axe. And each tree gives you a certain amount of wood. This one gave me 4 logs because it's a larger tree. This one, we'll see how much this one will give me. If I can see where the heck the tree is. That one gave me 2. And this one's probably going to give me 4. So I've got 10 logs. And let's see what it sells for. $200. Okay, well, it's not too bad, but I need to make 1,200 so that I can buy a workbench. Because with this workbench, I can then turn up lumber into beams and planks and plywood and sell that for a lot more money. So I've got a whole lot of cutting to do, because once I get the workbench, I also need to get an excavator. After all, it's a mining game and not a lumber game. And the vehicle we need to get is this guy here. It's the cheapest one, 46 grand. It's got a small bucket, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, I don't have $1 million to be able to, which one is it? This one? Oh, $2 million. And that one's got a bucket that's roughly 4 times as big. So it's time to make some money. Well, time to cut some trees. So I'm going to cut a bunch of trees, and then we'll come back and build the workbench. And after that, we'll just keep going until we get enough money to get an excavator and start processing this dirt. Now, the other thing that I got a problem with here is that this is blasted rock, and blasted rock needs to be blasted. I don't know why it's called blasted, because it needs to be blasted. So I got to buy some dynamite, TNT, or whatever the RDX. We'll see which one works better. But yeah, I got to blow it up before I can get rid of it and process it. So let me cut down a bunch of trees, and we'll go from there. So I think I have enough to sell and buy the workbench. Let me do that, and then get to setting up where we're going to have our base of operations. 1,800, and we're at $2,000. Beautiful. I only need 1,200 to build the workbench. So I'm thinking, see, all this stuff here I think is gold and different ores mixed in. So I think this would be a good place to start mining. So maybe what I'll do is work my way, I don't know, put a hopper over here maybe to where I dump all the dirt, and then put a corner conveyor, and run it up there and do all my processing here. Hopefully this is enough room. It should be. But some of these productions are pretty big. Let me put down a workbench and somewhere near a little bit closer, and then I'll get to cutting down some more trees. So where do we have a workbench? We need to go here and quest, no, workbenches. Pick you, purchase that, and now we need to put it down. I don't like grid build. Free build, no. Snap grid. So it's different ways of you can build stuff. Snap grid is the best because then you can take different parts and snap them together. And you'll see when I start building the conveyors, it's a lot more convenient. But anywho, so with lumber, I can turn it into wood beams. I can turn it into planks or basically plywood. So these are my main three productions, and then I could take a combination of these to build any of this stuff. And if you hold, see, this takes 5 wood beams, 2 beams, and 2 planks. So it's a variety of stuff, but we're not going for that. We are going for $46,000. Now I do know that 100 beams, planks, or plywood sell for $14,000. So in order to get a $46,000 excavator and a place to sell it, I'm going to need 46 grand for the excavator. I think 12 or 13 grand for the sell point. Plus, I'm going to need some dynamite. So roughly 50, $55,000 is what I'm looking for. So that's going to take 2, 4, probably about 600 pieces of lumber. So let me, I got a lot of trees to cut down. So I'll bring you back when I have at least something that I can start processing. So we have all of our productions complete. Let's get them transferred over to my inventory, get them sold, and let's also buy some vehicles. So we go here, get that sold. As you see, 14 grand. We have 42, 56, 70, and $76,000. So how about we go buy ourselves an excavator or a front loader? And that would be you, and we should get a sell point so I can sell it. And while we still have 17 grand, let me also get some explosives. And I think I'll probably get a couple of these RDX. So where do we go? I think we should open it up here. Oh wait, I didn't get a detonator. And not exactly where I wanted to put it, but we'll take it for now. And I don't want to get too close to my workbench. I'm gonna open it up this way. And let me step away. And wrong button again. Ooh, wow. All right. Looks like we got some dirt to dig. So let's put down the front loader. And I probably shouldn't have done that. I don't think that's what I should have done. Now that I think about it. Because I wanted to put my production up there, not open that up. All right, improvise.
We will put a sell point or, yeah, sell point, and we'll put her right smack in the middle for now. And with this ancient beauty, not a really big bucket, but it'll do. We'll get some dirt moving. Even though I'm probably not expecting a whole lot out of this, because I'm not processing it, but I should get something. And a 15.4. Okay, not too bad. Almost 3 grand, 2,800. So let's take a look at what we need to get to begin with. For our production, since we get blasted rock, I'm gonna need to get a cone crusher and a jaw crusher to be able to put that into a froth floater and process it into its separate ores. I'm also gonna need an oil pump and probably a refinery so I can have diesel for my generators. Sure, I didn't think it was gonna be that much, but I guess so. Well, now let's start off easy. Let's go with a wash plant. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll put down a big hopper. We'll get a two up conveyors, 4x4, and I don't have enough for a wash plant, so I gotta go dig some dirt. And once I get everything built up, I'll bring back. All right, so as I was doing the digging, I thought to myself, I can't do a wash plant because wash plant takes pay dirt. And this is not pay dirt, this is blasted rock, which needs to go in the cone crusher and jaw crusher. So I have enough to make to get one. Let me see which one. It doesn't really matter because I gotta get everything. So we'll get a jaw crusher, I think is the first one that's gotta go in. Then it's gotta go into a cone crusher. Then it might have to go into a shaker. No, possibly a trommel or a coal screen. And then into the froth floater where it gets separated into the different ores. After which point, then you go into a smelter or a high temperature smelter, and then you go into either um, beam roller, bar roller, bloom roller, and I think from bloom you go to plate or plate. So I don't. This is the part that I really don't. I'm not familiar with. I'm gonna have to get more familiar with as the process goes on. I stopped playing before this update came out, and I haven't played it since. So a lot of this is very new to me. But we'll figure it out as we go along. Get this thing set up. Do I have a sledgehammer? Of course not. That's why I have extra money for whatever I forget to buy. Ay, ay, ay. Having a hard time talking today. Replace that. And let's get rid of this guy for now. Not close enough. Why are you? Oh, because I'm using the axe, you dummy. Ay. All right. Let's put down the big hopper. So I'm thinking of maybe somewhere around here. I don't know, maybe here. Somewhere a little bit more middle. I'm so used to using the A button to set stuff. So that's the big hopper. Let me get, don't think I have any of that selected on my hotbar. Power supply, power input, uh, corners, and let's build this. What? Hey, what am I missing here? It's left, but it's going right. What? No, but I needed the snap build. What is going on here? Oh, wait, did I put, no, that's the output or input side. I forgot. I think that's the input. Yeah. So I gotta go turn it around. Let me, we'll go with that for now. So let's get that selected again. Go to snap build, turn it around. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the arrow. There's that. Let's put a corner on it, and that's what I'm looking for. And since we're here, put the power input. Wait, what? Did I just put that somewhere underground? Oh, right here. I was in the wrong. I'm like, where is it? Good. Whew. Didn't have to buy another one. Snap build. There we go. We will put the generator up here and a little bit further. Eh. Oh my God, I do it so many times. It's not even funny. And it's floating, but that's all right. Do I have any cables? I do not. So now I need to get power cable. And yeah, I bought the wrong pylon. Let me get rid of that. I needed to get this one here. And what was I looking for? Cable all the way at the top. One, two, three. And since we're here, generator fuel, how about we get 200 barrels? Okay, wrong button again. 17 grand. Do what you gotta do. It takes money to make money. Now connect the cable here. Connect it here. We are done on that end. And now we have the fun of building. So I think what I'm gonna do first is put on an elevated conveyor or lifter, whatever you want to call it. And for future, I'm gonna need to put in a straight piece because I will eventually, well, I can do it later, but I put that in there. And I believe the jaw crusher goes first. Cone, what? Where the hell did it go? Oh, I hit the wrong button. No, why? All right. Oh, this ought to be fun. All right, got him back. This game's got different controls than what I'm used to. Can we put the froth floater right on it? Yes, we can. And now the froth floater's got two outputs. So that's where I got where is it? The offset. I've got two ups and a sell point. But yeah, we'll do that for now. So where is the offset? Here. Okay, you're not offset enough, are you? Let me see. And yes, you are. All right, so let's put some elevated ones, and I think I'm gonna have to go one more up here, which means, do I have enough? No, I don't. I need one more. So conveyor all the way down. Grab one. Oh, I'm glad I had that much money. Oh, he has one level up. One thing I like about this game is gravity defying. And now comes the fun part of placing this. Not grid build. Let's go snap build. Turn it about there. I wanted to get a little bit of a better look at it, but let's say right about there. No, maybe that. Let's put that down, see what that look like. Maybe. You know what? I'll throw in a little bit of dirt and let's see what happens. Like I said, this is the part of the game that I really haven't explored too much. Almost no time in this with the new upgrade. Still don't need to be turned on yet. Need to dump some dirt into it so it's got something to process. And the hard part that I find with this game is I wish it had some type of way of leveling or something that would bring the shovel down to ground level. Let me turn you on. Oh, wrong. You, you on. 13,508. See what happens. Oh, look at that. It's working. think the like dirt and tailings come out of the bottom, and the more valuable comes out the top. Now, is this all going in, or am I missing? No, it's all going in. Beautiful. And it's still going. Look at that. We're at 29 grand, 31, and it's done. That off. And so far, this is like the basic setup. You could put a storage on the end, and then what you do with that, you can go with, if you want to do it manually, you can go with all these workbenches, CNC roller, steel mill, steel press, roller. They come in handy, but it's all manual stuff. So we've got a lot of money to make to be able to get all this stuff, get it all set up. It's a lot of work. It gets complicated, and the bigger you get, the more of a spider web you build. So I'm gonna go run some more dirt, and I don't know how far I'm gonna take this. We'll see. But I think what I need to do right now is I think we need to blast. I think I need to hear something go boom boom right up against the edge. There's my detonator. I got two. Let me get a couple more. Where are they? That'll be good enough. All right, where are we gonna put them? I'm thinking somewhere around here. Now, see, the nice thing is with this, and with explosives, I want to use a free build because I don't know if you can see how the little green explosive that's here in front of me, but I can, with my joystick, I can move it further, like in and out away from me, so I can put it inside the rock. With snap build, it goes on the surface, and grid build um, conforms to the game grid, which is not always where you want it. Right? And we'll put one more here, and wrong button again. Watch it go boom boom. Very nice, very nice. So now we got a whole lot more dirt to dig. A whole lot more. I'm gonna need to make some money, get the big equipment. Very nice. Now you see what I mean? Where's that lump come from? I don't remember it being there. Is it a shovel or a roller eventually? No, nothing. Where are we gonna put this thing? Like I said, it's tricky to get this thing set up. Maybe cameras went straight down. Come on, you can do it. There we go. The struggle is real, especially with this tool. Don't tip. You're not allowed to tip. Too many buttons. Whoa, not cut off, really? Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You see what I mean? How it can get difficult and slow and boring. I don't know how much I have in here right now. There is 2,000 units. That's all right. We can do a little bit more. So of course, when I recorded this part, my microphone was muted. I didn't realize how that it was. So just checking to see how much is in there, turning on the generator. In a minute, I'm gonna turn on the power input. We're gonna start processing it. So we stand and wait for this to process. And here it comes to the end. Last little bit is going in. And what did we end up with? $67,000. That's not bad. I don't remember what it was before. I think it was in the low 30s. So we made roughly about 30 to 35, maybe a little bit more, but that's not bad. So I'm gonna end up turning everything off and calling it an episode. And if you made it this far, leave me a comment. And on that note, I will say see you next episode.